Houseplant friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today is kind of different video because actually I never thought that somebody will tag me, but I have been tagged by Emma Greenwood. I will leave a link for her channel over here and in my description box down below. Check her out. She's a very awesome lady. I love her accent. I love listening to her. I mean, her voice is so different, and for me it's so like a little bells, you know. It's beautiful. So go and check her lady. Go and check this lady out. But today I will do a plant tag. So she tagged me in this awesome video, and this tag is made to make your plantuber talk a little bit more about themselves, not about their plants, almost, kind of. So I thought this should be probably interesting video. If not, well, sorry about that. Soon after this video I'll once again talk about my plants, not about me. So so I have notes on my notebook, and there will be 10 questions, 10 simple questions, 10 simple answers. So let's just do this, right? Because you know how long intros can be on my channel. Okay, so first question is, when did you started getting into plants? And this actually is a very difficult question for me, because when I was a kid I used to grow lots of cacti. I mean, my mom was a pretty awesome collector, and she had more than 50 she had more than, I think, over 80 cacti on her windowsills all over our apartment. And I remember that we really loved to go plant shopping in the grocery shops mostly, because we lived in a very small town. There was like 20,000 people living at that time, maybe even less. So there wasn't a lot of shops. There actually was like 3 shops, I think, at all. So it was pretty impressive collection, and I remember just loving doing all of the search for new plants, for new cacti, repotting them, doing fairy gardens and all of this stuff. So this just, you know, stuck with me. But when we moved to the capital of Lithuania, to Vilnius, about 8 or 9 years ago, we couldn't take all of the cacti with us because it was a long road, and well, it wasn't the priority for my parents. So we gave most of the cacti for our friends, family, relatives, and all of these kind of people, and we left with only like 5-ish plants, I remember. And you know, something worked things out that it just wasn't that interesting for my mom. It wasn't that interesting for me. I was a teenager. I was more into Friends, into MTV and all of this stuff, you know, so it just went off, you know. And then I remember going to live to England, to UK, with my boyfriend, and it was 6-7 years ago. And we lived in rented apartment, and it was a little bit gray, you know. I wanted something more to make with this apartment, but we couldn't, because once again we rented. So only thing that I could do, I couldn't put anything on the walls, I couldn't change the colors, so I bring the plants. So that's how I remember that plants can be in your home. And I started with orchids because, once again, I lived in a small town, Newark, and it was in Nottinghamshire. So it wasn't very big, and once again there wasn't lots of shops, but orchids worked for me. I loved them, I loved the colors. And then I started to grow these fruits from seeds from the bazaars and marketplaces, and that's how I bumped back into plants and never stopped. Okay, so what is your oldest houseplant? Well guys, this is kind of difficult question, because I don't have that old plants, because just like I said, I gave most of my cacti to the family members and relatives. But I have found and rescued some plants outside my home, next to the garbage cans, in the parks, I mean, in very different areas. And these plants are huge and tall and enormous, and I'm pretty sure that they are old. So if I should choose couple oldest plants, that probably would be my Pachira or Pakira that I rescued last summer, probably my Dracena that I rescued recently, think maybe my Echinopsis cacti that is here. Here. Do you see it? It's a long cactus, so I'm pretty sure it's old. So these are the oldest plants in my collection, but I wasn't there since day one. I rescued them all in like last year, so I think this will be okay. Okay, next, what was the first plant that really kickstarted your collection? So just like I said, when I started to live in UK, I started to get into orchids, and I had pretty decent collection out there. I had like, I think 20-ish orchids in one room. So that was a lot, guys. And then I started to grow mango trees from mango fruits, kiwi seeds, pomegranates. I started to grow strawberries. I started to grow avocados and all of these fruits, and then just something sparked in me that I cannot only eat a fruit, I can leave a seed, take care of it, do something special for it, like do a soil, water it, and give it some warmth and sun, and it will grow. So that something sparked, in my mind, and I was like, I want to do more of this. So probably that would be the answer: mango trees and orchids. So what plants do you struggle to keep alive? Well, I have a long list, guys. I mean, I have a really long list, especially right now in the winter time. I mean, begonias. Oh, they hate me. Alocasias. I only have one alocasia from Ellen from Winding Leaf, that's small. Oh no, I have two alocasias. I have two alocasias polis. One that I bought, the huge one, and another one from Ellen from Winding Leaf from our plant swap. And these two are actually doing okay. They're doing fine, they're not dying. No browning, no rotting, so it's nice. But more, oh gosh. Actually, I'm really bad with pothos. I know this is like insane, but pothos don't like me. I mean, I have like 3 or 4 of them, but they're not thriving. Let's just put it that way. I'm very bad with epiphyllums. They hate me. I am killing spider plants, ZZ plants. I mean, all of these plants that should be, tough, and the ones that are impossible to kill, oh, I'm good at killing those guys. I'm so good. And for example, more rare plants like Tetrasperma or Syngoniums, I mean, they're okay in my home. And I mean, like, why? I mean, it's weird. But I'm kind of okay with that. If I should choose between a pothos and Tetrasperma, Rhaphidophora Tetrasperma, so obviously. Obviously. Okay. So next question is number 5. What was the biggest mistake you made with a plant? And guys, it was a pretty recent mistake, and actually I had a big Philodendron Imperial Red, and it was like, it had over 8 leaves, I think, and they're this size. And it was a beautiful bush, but it took a lot of space, so I wanted, instead of putting it on the wardrobe next my window in my bedroom, I put it on the wardrobe very far away from the window. So he hated it, guys. So he lost all of his leaves. I mean, I noticed that he was taking care of him and just throwing leaves away when it was in the middle of 4 leaves. So I just grabbed it back, put it next to the window, but it was too late. The leaves were no longer purple, they were green brownish. I mean, I think the plant started to try to bring back the chlorophyllum, the green stuff that makes plants feed. So he was trying, but it didn't work. So he lost all of his leaves, and right now he stands just like one pointy thingy. So I just really hope that he will manage it all, and right now he just went dormant, but maybe in couple weeks, because it's a little bit more sun in Lithuania, so maybe he will bounce back. So I'm not throwing it away, I'm giving it a chance, I'm holding fingers crossed and just do it, survive, live, you can do this, you know? But we'll see. So yeah, okay. Next question. What was the most expensive plant you bought and is it still alive? Well, as you probably already noticed, I am not the person who spends hundreds or even tens on plants because, first of all, I am poor. Second of all, I am afraid that if I will buy a very expensive plant, it won't survive and I will just kill myself. So the most expensive plant was the well-fin sansevieria you see over here. And it costed around 30 euros. This was the price that I was like, I can do this. So, I mean, you have seen it recently in my sansevieria collection, right? But video. But it was the most expensive plant and it's still alive. And actually, it's all good. And it was one of my first-stage sansevierias that are a little bit more rare, and I was very afraid to do something wrong, to overwater it, so I didn't even repotted it. And it's like, for me, it's insane because I love to repot plants. So it's okay, it's alive. So I'm like, hell yeah, well, money spent, you know. Okay, next question. Next question is, do you have a certain variety or genus that you're drawn to? Well, I have, obviously. So, first of all, I was drawn into cacti, and I have like 40 of them. I had more, but I killed some. Okay, doesn't matter. First was cacti, then was, then was orchids, then was once again cacti, then was Hoyas, and now are sansevierias. So I love sansevierias, guys. I have 16 of them and 17 already because I mean, guys, 2 days ago I bought this awesome sansevieria moonshine that I will repot in a couple of days and I will make a video about it, obviously, because I have more awesome sansevierias to repot, like this sansevieria metallica. Just look, they're really different, but I love them both. Awesome. So I will make a reporting video a little bit later, but for now, the one and only, almost only, not to offend my other plant, you know, but this is sansevieria, definitely. Okay, do you also garden outdoors? Oh yes, I am. Actually, I live in an apartment on the 6th floor, so it's impossible to garden outside unless it's summer, and I do this in my balcony. I usually grow some herbs. You know, herbs. Weird name, herbs. Okay, doesn't matter. So I grow herbs, I grow tomatoes, the small ones. Last year I even grew cucumbers. But mostly I do the outdoor gardening at my grandparents because they have a huge garden full of strawberries, of all different kind of stuff like carrots, beans, potatoes, so I mean everything that comes to your mind, paprika, I mean it's there. And most of the time grandparents are a little bit too old to handle it all, so most of the time me or my sister or my dad or my mom are helping them out. So that's how I'm doing this. And sometimes I love it, but sometimes like, oh, but not about it today. Okay. What is the coolest plant in your collection? Well, I think every single plant is cool. Almost. So, for example, I love this satin pothos. I mean, I love it because it's from my dear friend Aiste and I miss her. I love the sansevieria kirkii because, once again, it's from this friend and I love it. I love this monstera adasonia because of the leaves. I love this monstera Oh, sorry. I love this Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. I love this black ZZ plant. I mean, I love my new Sansevierias. Guys, I am so lovable. Oh no, it's when somebody loves me, right? I am so easy. No, I am very. I easily love everything. I mean, I am such a person that doesn't mind anything too much, and I mean, it's so easy for me to love something. I'm such a simple person. I can love a simple grass outside. I mean, I remember last spring when finally the grass came out of the ground and it was so green and so shiny, and I was walking my dog and we were looking at this grass. Well, actually I just sit on my knees and I was looking at it like, wow, you're so green, you're finally back, soon is summer, and you're so shiny and so soft. Rocky, look, it's so shiny and so soft. And Rocky was like, woman, I just pooped, let's go. But I was still looking at it. But I took a poop later, so don't worry. So for me, it's so easy to love plants. I love even this aloe, for example. It's a present from my sister for my, I think, last birthday, and it's so beautiful. I love it. I mean, I love this dying avocado I'm looking at right now, and I love all of my plants, guys. And the last question of today: what is the #1 plant you want to add to your collection? Once again, that's very, very difficult question. Okay, so just like I said, I am not that person that I need all of these rare alocasias or philodendrons, all of these aroids, because I know that I will kill them. So I am that person that wants a little bit rare plants, but not that rare plants. So I would love to have a Zenzi ZZ plant. I mean, those tiny, small ZZ leaves are just like, you know, so cute. I love them. So this is like #1. I'm looking for it for 4 years now. But yes, I could order it online. I know. Maybe. Who knows? Soon. Doesn't matter. Don't listen to me. Okay, next plant. I want a rainbow cacti. And I was looking for this cacti for so long also, and I finally found it in 2 nurseries back. If you'll watch my videos, 2 videos back, I found this cacti, and I will go back to this nursery and buy it after the salary. But I will, you'll see, mind my words. And actually, okay, I want a philodendron Florida ghost because they're so beautiful. I would buy it, or I will take it, or I don't know. If I would hold it in my collection, I would just praise it and give it the best conditions I can. But who knows? Maybe one day. Okay, so these are all of my answers to all of these questions. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't too, weird, because I tend to be weird, especially recently. I don't know why. But it doesn't matter. So I hope you enjoyed this video because I talked a lot, and well, thank you so much for watching, guys. And actually, I received so many messages, Svetlana, why you only do videos on English? If you can speak Russian, if you can speak Lithuanian, if you can speak Polish. Well, because it's the biggest chance to get more public, I think. So, but just like I said, I know other languages and I speak fluently in them. And I just wanted to ask, would you like to do a video, for example, in Russian or in Lithuanian, but with subtitles, just for fun, for something interesting and different? Because I could, easily. Спокойненько. Okay, so just let me know, because I can do this. So why not, right? Let's use the huge brain in my head for once. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will stop talking won't keep you any longer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, to comment something, to go check there out the Emma Greenwood's channel because she's awesome. And I will see you very soon. Bye. Ah, did it. Okay, bye.